Welcome to Peritos Solutions, your trusted cloud and ERP partner.
Hey team. I thought I spotted Lockie Ferguson in there.
Oh, yes.
I also spotted 127 kilometers an hour. He must be a ball or risky or something at that point. Look, I don't know, I've got a couple of minutes just to talk really quickly about how, we partner with Peritos. I think ultimately what I want to say is that Peritos is a great partner and they're the ones that really bring that. For us, it's about, how do we scale really well through our partner ecosystem and how do we make sure that there are great partners out there that are consulting really well with businesses to help them understand where they want to go next and what are the right steps, etc. And I think Peritos is a great example of that. So, look, we can flash through this. I don't know if you've spoken to our funding programs.
Not to that level.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, at a high level, AWS really likes to make sure that we're investing in every step of the journey with our partners. So whether it's, taking the risk out of testing things through proof of concept funding that, can help reduce the cost of trialing new things, whether it's GenAI, whether it's something else. I think that's really important to make sure that it's easy for you guys to do that. And then the next step is, once you've decided what's working for you, what is the best way forward in terms of migrating things across to the cloud? And I'll say the cloud rather than AWS because you make your own decisions about where you go. But ultimately, it's how can Peritos leverage our funding programs to help you assess, what's the best business case? How do you take that back to your board or your exec level to make that kind of proposition? And then how do you go from there in terms of building out the approach? What is the right first thing to do? What sort of landing zones do you need? What sort of investment do you need to kind of offset that? And then it's the migration that happens there, and we help invest in that stuff too. I don't know if we need to go into depth into what it looks like, but ultimately there is investment in each step of the way there. And then the last piece, which we want to make sure is it's also when you're growing and you're trying new things after you've migrated, there's a LIFT program as well, which is investment in the form of credits. As you start to use, do you want to go through that? Is there a LIFT?
Oh, yes.
In terms of as you grow, you start utilizing and consuming more cloud. There is investment there to help you kind of offset the cost of that too. So that as you're kind of growing as a business, you're thinking about new things and investing into new technologies and wanting to try new stuff, there's less financial risk to you. And I think really Peritos have got a great grasp of these programs. It's really important that the partner that you use has a great grasp of these programs because they can actually take a lot longer if the partner doesn't. And so these guys really good at that kind of early consulting stage and then the development and implementation stage as well. So for me, love working with them. I think whether you've got an AWS account manager or you don't, we can't do it without partners like Peritos. Our account managers offer some value, but our partners offer all of the value. So I think that's really what I wanted to say. Sorry, you didn't introduce me really very well, did you? Because I told you that.
We did that initially. You were not here.
My name's Joel. I'm a partner sales manager. I work with Peritos in the field space, and so we've got a sales team that reports to me, and so I orchestrate our partners to be at the right place at the right time. Yeah, I think that's it. Anything that you'd want me to add to that?
No, I think all good.
Yeah, cool. Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Get in touch if you're keen to discuss more.